The new Revenge drop is tomorrow, Sunday, October 18th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Being the day before the drop, we just got the full drop list as well as this lookbook, so we will look at that. But before I get into that, I wanted to mention a couple things. If you guys are interested, I will be live streaming the drop 1 hour before the drop. We'll start the live stream, then leading up to it, answer questions, talk, hang out, whatever, try to crack the password, and then I'll live stream a little bit after the drop, check out what sells out, talk to people what they got and everything like that. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free to stop by. There's always a pretty good crowd that shows up, and it's fun talking. So there is that. And then also, if you guys are interested in some Revenge styled stickers, the Revenge community, the subreddit that we have for Revenge, we're selling stickers, and you can find the link down below. But other than that, if you do enjoy the video, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, comment, or do nothing. Just watching the video is good enough. So with that being said, we will get into this lookbook, then check out the full drop list, and then the leaks for this drop that we have. So first image, we have the Kurt Cobain Mickey Mouse. I don't know what you want to call it, the Kurt Mouse, the Mickey Cobain, I think, has a little bit better of a ring to it. And then we also have the shoulder bag. Depending on the brightness of your screen, might be a little bit easier to tell that they are also wearing the black on black embroidered jeans. So we have that. I'll talk a little bit more about the other pieces as we look at some of the better pictures where we can see them a little bit better. Moving on, we have, I think this is called the St. Peter hoodie. You have that Revenge text, kind of like having a little bit of an arc going over it, and then on the sleeve, of course, you have the Revenge is in the creator's hands, and then also down below he has some more embroidered jeans. So when I first saw this image though, I was kind of interested because the actual St. Peter graphic looks a lot bigger than the mock-ups. I'm not sure if this is just maybe the sizing on it, or I don't know. It just looks a lot bigger than I imagined it would be. I feel like some of the older Revenge pieces of this style were maybe not as big, but interesting piece. I know a lot of people like this. We are getting it in this green colorway, as well as another two that you will see coming up. So moving on, we have the Kurt Cobain, the Mickey Cobain tee. I believe the tees are just screen printed, whereas the hoodies are this kind of like waffle embroidery. Then we also have some shorts, which you'll see the detailing for a little bit later. Moving on, we have the denim jackets, which if you guys watched my predicted drop list, the video I released for it on Thursday, I actually had this denim jacket, not the black on black. This is the first we're seeing of the black on black, but I had the other colorway for it in the list of photos that I wanted to go over, but I just completely skipped it. I don't know, I must have accidentally scrolled too fast or whatever when I was talking about the pictures or going over them, so that's my bad. But we have this. It's a cool piece. Denim jackets are kind of staples. It'll be interesting to see the price. A lot of people are predicting pretty high. I mean, they have charged $148 for a flannel that had this same embroidery on the back, and this is of course a denim jacket, so like a lot of people are predicting like $168, $188 for this jacket. So if you are going for it, be ready to spend the big bucks, as they say. We have another Mickey Cobain hoodie in the black colorway. Moving on, we have the St. Peter or St. Paul hoodie in the red colorway. We got the black on red. This is one that we hadn't seen. This was never leaked as far as my knowledge goes. I don't think we ever saw this red colorway. Maybe we did. Maybe I just missed it. There's another navy colorway that we did see, and then of course there was a like neon pink or like magenta on black that they apparently cut. Maybe it'll release in a later drop, but not in this one. So moving forward, we also have the other colorway for the denim jacket, the cargo pants. That's just nothing, those aren't dropping or anything special. The special thing about this picture is if you look on the pocket to our right for the denim jacket, you have this little skull pin, and when I first saw those in the drop list, I thought they were like little keychains, but they appear to be pins, so kind of interesting. We're also getting those. Here's the back of the Mickey Cobain pieces. It's just literally the back shot of what the front would look like. And then down below you have the little like copyright Revenge or trademark, and then the shoulder bag once again. And then this, of course, is the teaser for the lookbook that we had. Was that like Thursday? So moving forward, we have the actual drop list image itself. Once again, we get the time for everything dropping, and we do have leaks for all these, or I gathered all the leak images. I don't know if you guys can see the windows I got open. So we will talk about each item a little bit more, but just to run through it real quick, we got the denim jackets up here, and I think, like I said, these are kind of staple pieces. They're going to be pretty expensive. Like, I can't see Revenge doing them very cheap, especially with how their pricing has been going. And the same goes for the jeans. Like, a lot of people are predicting the jeans are going to be pretty high up there too, like at least 148. So if you are going for either of those embroidered pieces, be ready to spend some money. But as far as colorways go and the designs themselves, I'm kind of sick of seeing all this Revenge Arc logo stuff. But as far as the whole, like the drop as a whole, they got a good mixture of designs. I guess they could have put in some more designs. When you think about it, it's pretty much just the St. Paul stuff and the Mickey Cobain stuff, and then we got the embroidered stuff. There's really nothing else going on. I don't know, maybe too many colorways. We could definitely cut back on some of the colorways, in my opinion. But that being said, we also, of course, got those jeans. There was a leaked white embroidery on light wash, similar to the denim jacket we have on the top left, but I think that was like one of the first samples they got for the jeans, so that has been cut. And then also another thing to note, we also have this like olive army green Mickey Cobain hoodie, which I don't think really works. I'm not exactly sure why they chose that colorway. We also have the navy St. Paul hoodie, and then we get the blue Mickey Cobain tee, which I feel like maybe they should have picked something like red or yellow to go with it, since that matches the Mickey colors, but what do I know. And then of course another thing that stands out are the shorts. Maybe doesn't stand out much because of what they are, though. Just look like some athletic shorts almost, maybe the nylon ones that they do. But as far as Revenge branding goes, you just get this tiny little tab on the bottom, so kind of whack in my opinion. Hopefully they don't charge too much for these. I know sometimes they charge like $58 for their shorts. Hopefully these are some of the ones they charge like $48 for, but we'll see. Also, bottom left, we are getting the socks finally. Some people were trying to sell these on Grailed for $125 per pair because Revenge has been releasing or selling orders. They'll ship the orders out to somebody who bought, like, say they bought an XL, they'll send them a note and be like, yo, sorry, we ran out of the size you ordered, so we sent you a small t-shirt, but we sent these free socks, so be happy. So people are trying to sell those on Grailed as unreleased, but I guess they're getting the official release. I can't really see these costing too much, maybe like $20 max since they're custom, but I don't know. They're literally just some plain socks. They got the ARC logo on the top. I could care less about these. Then we have that shoulder bag, which we'll look at closer a little bit later, but it really reminds me of the blanks that Antisocial use, and more and more Revenge keeps kind of heading towards Antisocial. But I've seen posts on the subreddit for Antisocial about the quality of those bags, so I would be concerned if this is kind of pricey, especially if you're trying to buy. I'd keep that in mind, that the quality is probably not going to be that great. We also have this lighter sleeve, so I'm not sure if they actually ship it with the lighter. I think the only thing you might be buying is the actual sleeve for it. And we get those pins, I want to say, on the bottom right. Maybe they are keychains and they just rigged one up weird, but it looked like a pin on that denim jacket. So that is the drop list. I honestly was expecting a little bit more. There's a whole lot of Mickey Mouse stuff in here. I feel like they could have cut back on that quite a bit, maybe just done the black and white colorway. Same with the St. Paul stuff. I don't think we need 3 colorways. The original 2 probably would have been enough, just the lime green and then that pink and magenta. But yeah, I don't know. I would have liked to see some new designs, some not already leaked designs, but we will move forward and talk about those leaks that I just mentioned, so you guys can, I feel like this gives a better image of the actual product, since it is like an in-hand picture for a lot of them, or they are close-up actual designs of them. So here's the denim jacket, and of course this one has the embroidery on the sleeve, where it looks like the ones that we are getting for the release does not. So a little bit different there. Just looking at the back embroidery, there are obviously some areas of concern for the embroidery. going over this panel for the denim, it looks like this could be like for all the parts where it crosses over, it could be a cause for concern. You can kind of see the embroidery, I don't know, looks thin, so I would definitely worry about some issues going there, like maybe some loose threads, or the threads starting to come up or like tearing there and then kind of unraveling from there. So I could see some issues happening in that area. Definitely see some defects there. Moving forward, we have the denim, which the actual pants themselves, like if you look at the pants, this denim looks real cheap. Like it doesn't even look like real denim. This looks like some super cheap like Uniqlo pants, or I don't know, like ASOS, like some real cheap pants that you would get. But obviously the embroidery looks nice. Revenge always has nice embroidery. I like the stuff they do. I like the style they use for their embroidery, and also the thread looks really nice. But another problem area, or possible problem area, going over the crotch here, you could get some issues with the overlapping threads, and then kind of like the paneling, if there is any, though it just looks like it's threaded there. But yeah, we could see some issues with these items with how the embroidery overlaps, so that'll be interesting to see. But yeah, the actual pants themselves do not look very high quality. I mean, just looking at the buttons and stuff, it looks real cheap. But this is, obviously not the closest up possible product shot, so I don't know. We also have the other colorway that is releasing, and I'm not sure if we are getting this contrast stitching on the ones that we're getting. I'm not sure if we have this gold stuff, or if it's just going to be kind of like raw or dark blue to match. So we will see that later on. But once again, could get some problem areas here. It's kind of interesting that they chose to do the embroidery for the pants, this contrast stitching over the Revenge embroidery. There's another airplane flying over, so if you guys hear, that's what's going on. But yeah, I don't know, pretty much the same thing. I've never really been a fan of this kind of like raw denim colorway, this like deep blue or whatever, and I've also never been a fan of contrast stitching. So if I had to pick one, definitely go black on black. But moving forward, we have the Kurt Cobain, the Mickey Cobain, as we've been calling it. This is obviously in production tomorrow. These are the first teases that we got of it, and this was a long time ago. This is a couple months ago, probably like, I don't know, like 4 months ago, maybe even 5 months ago, we started seeing this. And one thing I don't like about the black colorway is how it's like desaturated. The colors don't really pop, and being such a playful design, it's Mickey Mouse, I feel like the colors should pop a little bit better. Like they should have them bright. They shouldn't have this desaturated. That's my opinion anyway. But I guess, Kurt Cobain, a little like dreary and grunge, maybe desaturated because of that. I don't know. Overall, I think it just looked better if it was brighter, and that is why I much more prefer the white colorway, which we have here. But yeah, here's a close-up of the front. Like I said, we have, I think this is called waffle embroidery because it's like all pitted there. Kind of looks like they used a couple different styles, or maybe it's just because it's smaller patches that are embroidered that the embroidery style is a little bit different. But like if you look at the shorts and then the striped shirt, it's different than say the shoes or the guitar. But I think this is cool. The embroidery looks nice for sure. But flop it over on the back and you get the back of Mickey Cobain, and I don't know. I think this is unnecessary. It adds an unnecessary production step to the piece that will, I'm sure, drive up the price. Like, I don't want this. I don't know if anybody really wants this on the back. Like, does this really need to be there so they can charge even more for it? I don't know. I don't think it makes it any better. Also, there's a loose thread on the one they showed off right here on the tail, so yeah, good product choice. Moving on, we have the initial leaks for this St. Paul hoodie, and like I said, we had the like purple or like magenta version, but apparently that got cut. We're just seeing this green one for this drop anyway. Could see it in a future drop. We also have this navy one that we got leaked. Here's some kind of like close-up ones. And I guess looking at the leaks, the image is as big as it looks. I don't know what I was thinking. But moving forward, we also have a close-up of the bag, the shoulder bag, and yeah, I don't know, this looks almost exactly like the blanks that Antisocial use. So could be a cause for concern, or something to keep in mind, that the quality might not be the best on these. But as far as the design goes, he showed off a lot of shoulder bags they're making, and this is probably the best one out of those. There were some real ugly ones, and I'm glad those didn't see the light of day. So moving on to the last one, we have the lighter sleeve, which is made of genuine leather and laser printed. It's handmade, and it's also from LA. So there you go. You got the skull on one side and then the ARC logo on the other. I could care less about this. I think these lighter sleeves kind of look tacky. I've never really liked those. As far as lighter goes, I'm definitely a lot bigger fan of like Zippos and stuff. So not feeling that. But that is the whole drop list. It is dropping tomorrow. If you guys want to know my opinions on it a little bit further, be sure to tune into that live stream like I said. As always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you tomorrow if you decide to show up. So, yeah, see you then.